What's up, guys? Welcome to another Behind the Curve Reacts. As always, if you enjoy the kind of content I'm putting out, feel free to like, comment, subscribe down below, share with your friends. Consider supporting me on Patreon. We got some cool bonus footage up there. You get early access to reactions, and for just $5, I will react to whatever you want, which is actually what we've got today. One of my amazing $5 patrons, Charlotte, would very much like for me to react to this song that really I should have heard before. It's a classic rock group that I actually haven't even heard of the group before. They're called Procol Harum, I believe is how you pronounce it. I could be wrong. But they're like a classic rock getup that apparently, like, I love classic rock, but yeah, no, apparently they're incredibly popular, very big, made some awesome music that I am just not privy to, which is really cool. Like, I love, like, it's why I started the YouTube channel. Like, I love being introduced to new music. It's awesome. It's second to none. Apparently, like, they wrote a really big song back then, back in the day, called A Whiter Shade of Pale, which, yeah, I have not heard, but a lot of people absolutely love it. Like, was a huge hit, and still is very popular, as far as, like, you know, certain, you know, radio stations and, you know, like classic rock stations, that kind of stuff. But yeah, no, this is going to be him performing it or the lead singer. I don't know if that's actually his name. It might be like a Leonard Skinner type thing, or a Jethro Tull, but there's actually nobody named that in the band. But this is going to be them performing it in 2006 with, like, the Denmark National Orchestra and choir. So that should be cool. Like, a big group. I love orchestral music, especially when you mix orchestral and rock, like Metallica did in their S&M album, where it was them and, like, the New York Metropolitan Orchestra or something like that. It was awesome. Best Metallica ever. I highly recommend it. If you guys haven't heard it yet, go to YouTube and look that up. But this is not Metallica, but I am still just as excited. So thanks again, Charlotte. I appreciate the suggestion and the patronage, and let's go ahead and get into it.
Skip the life and let go. Turn cartwheels across the floor. I was feeling kind of seasick, but the crowd called out for more. The room was humming harder. As the ceiling flew away. When we called out for another drink, the waiter brought a tray. And so it was the late that her face at first just ghostly turn to water, shade of pale. She said there is no reason, and the truth is plain to see. But I wanted through with my playing cards, would not let it be. One of 16 vestal virgins who were leaving for the coast. On a night my eyes were open, they might just as well have been closed. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned to water, shade of pale. And so it was later, as the miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned to white, shade of pale.
That was pretty cool.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
That was pretty good. I need that lapel pin too. The little cleft note thing there, like treble clef. I need that. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and get big. So I gotta say, like, a lot of times with these classic rock groups, like, as the years go on, they get not they don't quite live up to what they were. You know, maybe the notes the lead singer hits just aren't as crispy, just aren't quite there. Like, I'm a big Rush fan. I love Rush. I've seen Rush in concert a couple times. I love all their albums. I have their old concert DVDs and stuff like that. A huge fan of Rush. But even towards the end of their, recording career, you could definitely tell that Geddy, the lead singer, he wasn't hitting all those notes that he was. I was lucky enough to just listen to this song for the first time when it first got requested. And going from that to this here, probably 30 years later, that lead singer still sounds great. Like, he's still got it. There are a couple of times where it was a little wavery, but for the most part, my God, that man can sing. Really, the whole band was pretty tight. The drummer, I really like the drummer. The keyboardist, just rocking out on the organ there, and the old Hammond organ, which I'm sure is not a cheap organ. That thing is a freaking antique at this point. But it sounds great. It sounds absolutely wonderful. And like, shit, yeah, with the whole orchestra and everything. Like, the version I listened to didn't have that before. Like, it was just the classic, like their studio mix in 70 whatever when it came out, 76, 77, 78, something like that. I could be way off. But no, the orchestra, much like pretty much every single kind of music, just made this sound better somehow. Like, I think orchestras should be like, literally every band should have like one album where they just play their greatest hits live with an orchestra, like Metallica did. Oh my God, it sounds so good, especially since they're all so incredibly talented. It's like, I believe it was Denmark's like national orchestra. Like, so these are like the best musicians in Denmark backing up this band, and then the choir, like, it's going to be good. And the choir there, just in the background, just like those the haunting harmonizations back there during the little soft points where there wasn't like main singing by the lead. I feel like I should know his name. He looks very, very familiar. Like, maybe I've seen him in like a rock and roll documentary or something like that. Like, It Might Get Loud, or something to that effect. But yeah, this was pretty good. Yeah, for a first time listen, or like a first introduction to this group, I am shocked that I had never heard of them before in my many years of listening to music. And I'm equally shocked by just how good they were so many years after it was recorded. It's very well done. But yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by, checking it out. I always appreciate it. Charlotte, thank you so much for the request. And I will see you all in the next video.